Here's an AI customer support assistant I built in OttoKit for a WooCommerce store. Customers can ask questions about products, check the status of an order, get answers to frequently asked questions, or even start a cancellation or refund request, all without having to take time away from running your business. Let me show you how it works. Now, before we jump into OttoKit, let's take a quick look at how all the pieces fit together. So it starts with Telegram, which is how customers communicate with the assistant. Although the same automation pattern that we're building here today can be adapted to other messaging platforms such as WhatsApp. Then OttoKit does the heavy lifting by using AI to understand the customer's request, retrieve information from WooCommerce or our FAQ knowledge base, and respond appropriately. If a request requires a human, the AI collects the necessary information before notifying our support team in a Slack channel. Now, let's build it. So to get started, I'm in a temporary website I spun up using ZipWP, and I've connected OttoKit to this WordPress website. Now, what we're going to do is start from scratch. Right here, we'll click on Create from Scratch. We're going to enter a workflow name. Let's go ahead and add Telegram. So I'm just going to click on Add Trigger. Search for Telegram, select it, and our only event here is fetch updates from bot, and our connection will be connecting to our bot. And we're going to go down to Woo CS Assistant, select that, click Continue, and then we have to execute an event to ensure that the connection is working with the bot. So let me fire up the bot. So here's our bot. I'm just going to click on Open Up in Web, and we'll click on Start. And over in OttoKit here, you'll see now that we are connected to our Telegram. So we just had to click that Start, and then we can click on Save. So our Telegram bot is now connected as our trigger. If anytime you get stuck at all, there's a helpful assistant here inside OttoKit called Ask Otto. So it's also checking my progress as well. Our next thing to do is to add the Google Docs, and this will be our FAQs. So we're going to click the plus sign there, search for Google Docs, there we go. Select our event. This will be fetch content of a document. Here it is right here. Connection. So you'll have to connect OttoKit to Google Docs. Very easy to do. Then click continue. And then it's going to look for a document ID. It's actually going to look for the document title, and that's Peek and Pour Customer FAQs. Select that and click continue. Click on test action. It's going to say, yep, I got the data. And then we click on Save. So far, so good, and Ask Otto is pleased as well. So now let's add in the AI agent. This is really the brain of the entire workflow. So we're going to spend a few minutes here setting this up. So we'll click on the plus sign there, and we're going to go down here to AI agent, select that, and see, well, we've got a few options here to select for your AI agent model. I've been using 4.1 and have very good results, so that's the one we're going to use. Right, so now for the user query, I've got that over here in a notepad. So I'm going to just copy this in, and then we'll just work through it together because there's quite a bit of stuff here. So let me just copy that in, and we'll paste it over to our user query. Okay, and then let's just go through this a little bit here. So first we start with a role for our AI agent, and that is that we are a customer support assistant for our fictional company, Peek and Pour, and we're just telling them to be polite when they're answering any questions for our customers. Then we have a bunch of tasks. So here for task 1, it's basically review the request. So the AI agent is going to analyze the customer's message, check the order details if they're available. It explains the current order status in plain English, including tracking information when it's available. Then we have task 2, which is gathering missing information. So for refunds, cancellations, damaged items, missing items, billing disputes, things like that, the AI asks the necessary follow-up questions first instead of escalating immediately. Task 3 is where we're going to reference our FAQs and policy questions. So for general questions about shipping or returns or store policies, the AI agent's going to use Google Docs knowledge base. So I'm going to have to insert the knowledge base here. So I'm going to hit the @ symbol, go over to our Google Docs action step, and dynamically add in the Google Docs for the reference. Task 4 is when the escalation starts. So once the customer has provided all the required information, the AI will let the customer know that their request has been escalated. And then task 5 is when we actually send the relevant customer and support request data to Slack so the support team has everything they need to follow up. And then task 6 is really a guardrail, stay on topic. The AI only answers questions related to the store, its products, and customer support. So if someone asks something unrelated, like how's the weather, it politely redirects them back to support-related questions. Now, it says, well, what data will it receive so it can get started with our conversation with our customer? So we're going to put in the customer query, so that's important, right? What did the customer put into Telegram? So that's the message text here, and the customer first name and last name. Then we have session key. So the session key is the chat ID in Telegram. So we'll hit the @ symbol there, scroll down to get the message chat ID. And then for additional instructions, I'll just paste these in here. Basically, I want it to be kind, professional, friendly, helpful. Okay, and then we can just click on continue, click on test action, and we'll click on save. Now, in order for our AI agent to perform these tasks, right, we first need to give it access to our WooCommerce store. So we do that by adding in WooCommerce AI actions. The first one is get order details by order ID. So we're going to search for WooCommerce, and we'll be looking for get orders detail, order details by order ID. You'll need to select your connection to your WordPress website where WooCommerce is installed. So I have it here. It'll think for a minute, make sure the connection's good, and then we can click on continue. Now, the order ID is dynamically mapped by the AI agent. So the AI agent, with its now defined tasks, is smart enough to know with the dynamic mapping to say, oh, okay, this is where I put the order ID to look up order ID. Now, you could actually redefine the AI agent instruction here. For instance, you could put something in like, use this tool to get orders by order ID. You know, it doesn't hurt to have that in there. And we'll just click on continue, and we can click on test action. And it'll give you this error message, but that's okay. We'll click on save. Now, what if the customer doesn't know their order number? Well, the next action is get orders by email. So search for WooCommerce again, select our event, and this is get orders by email right here. Connect again to WordPress and click continue. And again, this is dynamically mapped with our customer email. And we can show additional fields here. And again, you could put in an AI instruction here. So I can put down here, use this tool to get orders by customer email. And we'll click on continue and click on test action. Again, you'll probably get an error because it didn't actually supply an email address. Yep, valid customer email is required. That's okay, click save. So our next action here for WooCommerce is get customer by email. Again, we can search for get customer by email. And let's make our connection. And what this gives the AI agent is access to basic customer information, such as their profile details and purchase history, which really just provides additional context when trying to assist the customer. So let's click on continue. Again, you could put in the AI agent instructions here. Use this tool to get customer data via email address. So we'll click continue there, click on test action. Again, you're going to get an error, but that's okay. Click on save. And our final WooCommerce action is get all products. So search for Woo. Our event is get all products. Select our connection, click continue. I would specify that the product status is actually published. And you can put in a limit here. So you can only search so many products. That might be good to have if you have a very large store, that it's getting all products, all product information for that store whenever there's a query. So that might take a little bit of time. So you might want to limit it there, but I only have a few, so that's okay. And for our AI instruction here, again, it's optional. Something like, use this to answer questions related to specific products. We'll click continue, click on test action, and click save. Now, our final AI action here is for the Slack. So we'll click on add, search for Slack. There we go. The event is send message to channel, select our connection, click continue. Select the channel that you want to communicate to. This time it will be customer support down here. And again, the AI agent is going to be helping us write the message to our customer support team. So some of the optional fields here, you could, send it as a customer service bot if you wanted to, things like that, attach things. But we're just going to put in an AI agent instruction here. Use the Slack message to notify customer support. And we click on continue here and click on test action. So our next step in this workflow is how the AI agent is going to communicate back to our customer. So for that, we need to add in another Telegram action here. And the event is to send a message. And again, we'll set the connection to our customer support assistant bot there and click continue. And so our chat ID is the same chat ID that the customer started. So that's over here. Look for chat ID there. And the message is a little different. It's not the dynamic mapping. We got to go to the @ symbol there, and under configure agent, it is the response output. Final output will be here. That's how the AI agent is going to communicate back to our customers. Click on continue and click on test action. And I just got a notification from Telegram and it says final output will be here. So that is working correctly. Click on save. So our final step here is to log each customer interaction. So for this demo, I'm using OttoKit Tables, although you could just as easily use Google Sheets if you prefer. So let me connect to the OttoKit table here. We'll take a look at that. So we'll hit the plus sign there. OttoKit Tables right at top here. Select it. And the event is create a new record. And we'll click continue. And our table is Woo Assistant Chat Records. Now for the timestamp, I am taking the timestamp from our interaction with our customer. So that's the message date. The chat ID, again, we're taking it from Telegram right here, chat ID. The customer message is the message text right here. Now the AI response, we can do the send message. So the results text, you could put that there and click continue, click on test action. And if I go to my table now, I should see down here, here it is right here. So that is the timestamp, the chat ID, customer message, that was the start. And the final output here would be the AI response. Now let's publish and test this workflow. Now, one of the things I did, a little bonus here, is I added in a little CSS button here that will, when clicked, will take you over to the Telegram chatbot. So let's go ahead and click it. It's going to say, hey, this is the customer support assistant. And we can open up in the web and we can click on start. So let's go ahead and ask our first question to our customer support assistant. Here are some of our current products. So if you'd like more specific details, let's ask about the hat. And since it doesn't know the color of the hat, but it gives you a link directly to the product itself. So let's try something else. What was my latest order? So I'm asking it, hey, I don't know the email address. Maybe I just want to have the order ID. Let's see what happens with that. Let's see what it does. Okay, so now it's saying, please double check the order ID and resend it. So let's do order number 35. Okay, so it found our order. Let's go ahead and try to cancel it. I'd like to cancel this order. So it's very apologetic, sorry to hear that you'd like to cancel your order. And they're asking for a reason. Sure, it was the wrong color. I wanted it to be purple with yellow polka dots. And there you go. So there's the message. We've escalated your request to our customer support team. They will follow up with you via email. Perfect. Now let's go over to Slack. And right here, I have the support request. Cancel order number 35. The reason is the customer received the wrong color. Customer wanted purple with yellow polka dots. And please follow up with the customer via email. So there you go. An AI customer support assistant for your WooCommerce store, capable of answering FAQ type questions, checking order information, and escalating more complex requests when needed. And this is just one example of how AI agents can connect your customers with your WooCommerce store using OttoKit. If you have any questions about this workflow or OttoKit in general, let us know in the comments below. We're happy to help. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss future tutorials. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.